This video collection delves into the lives and legacies of some of history's most renowned military leaders, examining the strategies, victories, and indelible marks they left on warfare. Hannibal Barça, a Carthaginian general, known mainly for leading his armies through the Alps during the Second Punic War against Rome. Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire and the general who led the greatest conquests in human history. Jan Eicke, Czech military leader, known for his Hussite struggle against Catholicism. Alexander Vasilievich Suvorov, 1730 to 1800, was a renowned Russian military commander. Erwin Rommel, German general during World War II, known as the Desert Fox for his fighting skills in North Africa. Ariel Sharon, senior commander in the IDF and Prime Minister of Israel. He is particularly known for his role in the Yom Kippur War and Operation Shalom HaGilil. This is an educational video highlighting some of the most famous military leaders in history.
Hannibal Barca, c. 247 BC, c. 183 BC, was a famous Carthaginian general in the Punic Wars against Rome, the Roman Empire. Born to the Barca family, which was famous in the city of Carthage. Hannibal appeared on the military scene as a leading general who carried out harsh military campaigns against the Romans. Includes the famous campaign against Rome during which he crossed the Alps and defeated the Roman army at the Battle of Cannae. Although victorious in a number of key battles, Carthage suffers a final loss in the War of the Phoenicians. And Hannibal himself commits suicide after a war against the Romans in Bentimilla. Hannibal Barca is considered a master figure and one of the greatest generals in military history. And he receives fame for his strength, his strategicness, and his ability to lead an army in battle. His travels influenced military history throughout the centuries. And he gives an example of a person's ability to change the routine of history thanks to his ability to lead and think strategically. Famous battles. Siege of Saguntum, 219 BC. Hannibal's capture of this city by Roman allies in Spain led to the Second Punic War, demonstrating his determination and strategic acumen. At the beginning of the Second Punic War, the Carthaginian general Hannibal Barca embarked on a hasty war campaign along northern Hispania and Gaul with the aim of reaching Italy. The journey reached its climax when Hannibal crossed the Alps. The expedition became a legend, and was one of the most impressive military achievements ever. The Italian campaign, 218 to 203 BC. Hannibal's march through the Alps and his subsequent campaigns in Italy, where he held his army and defeated many Roman forces, but ultimately failed to capture Rome. Hannibal fought several decisive battles on his way to Italy, including the Battle of one bridge located on a river. Battle of Trebia, 218 BC. Hannibal's first major victory over the Romans under the command of Sempronius Longus, despite the harsh winter conditions. Battle of Lake Trasimene, 217 BC. Hannibal's ambush led to the devastating defeat of the Roman army led by Flaminius, who displays his strategic prowess. Battle of Envy, 216 BC. Hannibal's greatest victory, where his tactical brilliance resulted in the near-total destruction of a large Roman army under the command of Varro and Paolo. Battle of Batria, Hannibal crossed the Rimini with his troops, which reduced Rome's defense system, and won the Battle of Batria, a fateful battle that paved the way for the conquest of Carthage in Italy. Battle of Zama, this battle was a decisive turn in the Second Punic War, where Hannibal was defeated by the Romans led by Publius Cornelius Scipio Africanus. Hannibal's military achievements continue to be studied for their innovative strategies and their influence on ancient warfare. Hannibal Barca, the Carthaginian general, is known for his strategic brilliance and quotes that reflect his leadership and determination. Either we find a way, or we make one. This quote consolidates Hannibal's determination and resourcefulness. I'll either find a way or make one. This variation emphasizes his determination to overcome obstacles. Aut viam inveniam aut faciam. This Latin phrase, which means either I will find a way or I will make one, is attributed to Hannibal and reflects his strategic mindset. The greatest victories are those won without fighting. This quote demonstrates Hannibal's belief in strategic maneuvering and diplomacy. Hannibal's quotes continue to inspire and reflect his enduring legacy as one of the greatest military commanders in history. Genghis Khan, 1162 to 1227, was a Mongol leader who rose from humble beginnings to establish the largest continuous empire in history. Born as Temujin, he united the nomadic Mongol tribes through military conquests and diplomatic alliances. His leadership turned the Mongol tribes into a disciplined military force, allowing them to conquer vast territories throughout Asia and Europe. Genghis Khan implemented administrative reforms, promoted religious tolerance and trade along the Silk Road, and contributed to cultural exchange and economic prosperity. His legacy includes the expansion of the Mongol Empire, which had profound geopolitical and cultural effects. Battles. Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire, led his armies through many major battles that significantly expanded his empire. 1. The Battle of Pe-Jirit, 1187, Genghis Khan's first great victory against the Markites, securing his leadership. 2. The conquest of Western Xia, 1205–1209, subjugated the Western Xia kingdom led by Tangut, and gained access to Chinese territories and resources. 3. The Mongol invasion of Khwarezm, 1219–1221, a campaign against the Khwarezmian Empire, the capture of Bokhara and Samarkand, which led to the collapse of the empire. 4. Battle of Yahuling, 1211, initiated the Mongol conquest of the Jin dynasty, a significant step towards control of northern China. 5. Battle of Indus, 1221, defeated the Khwarezmian governor Jalal al-Din, and secured the western borders of his empire. 6. These battles demonstrate Genghis Khan's military genius and strategic wisdom, and lay the foundation for the vast Mongol Empire. Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire, left a legacy of leadership and wisdom through his quotes. "I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent you a punishment like me." This quote reflects Genghis Khan's perception of his role as an agent of divine retribution. "I am the bird of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent you a punishment like me." This variation emphasizes his belief in his mission. "By heaven's help, I have conquered a vast empire for you. But my life was too short to achieve the conquest of the world. That task remains for you." This quote reflects his ambition and the scope of his achievements. Conquering the world on horseback is easy, descending and ruling is difficult. This quote reveals Genghis Khan's understanding of the challenges of building an empire. Jan Žižka, 1360–1424, was a prominent military leader and Hussite commander during the Hussite Wars in Bohemia. Žižka, known for his strategic brilliance and innovative military tactics, played a crucial role in defending the Hussite movement against various Catholic coalitions. Jan Žižka was originally a Czech nobleman who later became blind in one eye during his military career. What earned him the nickname Žižka of the Eye or Žižka of Trutnov. He is celebrated for his use of armored chariots, known as war chariots or Hussite wagons, who revolutionized the battlefield tactics of that time. Žižka's leadership was decisive in several key Hussite victories, including the Battle of Vitkov Hill in 1420. His military legacy influenced future generations of commanders and strategists due to his unorthodox and effective methods. Jan Žižka remains a symbol of Czech national pride and resistance against foreign interference. Battles and actions. Jan Žižka, 1360–1424, led the Hussite forces with remarkable success during the Hussite Wars against various Catholic coalitions. Žižka, known for his innovative military tactics and leadership, orchestrated several major battles and operations. Battle of Sotomizer, 1420, Žižka defeated the forces of Sigismund of Hungary, marking a significant early victory in the Hussite Wars. Defense of Tabor, 1420, he successfully defended the fortified city of Tabor against multiple attacks, demonstrating his strategic defensive capabilities. Battle of Vitkov Hill, 1420, Žižka led his forces to a decisive victory over the Crusader armies, securing his status as a formidable military leader. Siege of Nemeki Brod, 1421, Žižka's forces besieged and captured the town of Nemeki Brod, demonstrating his effective use of siege tactics. Battle of Kotna Ora, 1422, he led the Hussites to another significant victory against the royalist forces, thereby further strengthening his military capability. Jan Žižka, the famous Czech leader from the Hussite Wars, left behind a legacy of quotes that reflect his principles and leadership style. "Make my skin a drum for the fate of a beast." This quote highlights Žižka's dedication and sacrifice to the Hussite movement. Kings may be chosen by God, but they still make the mistakes of man. Criticism of the prime ministers and their supremacy. Only those who don't trust it can conquer the world. This statement emphasizes Jan Žižka's skepticism towards political games and external conquests. Where there is no justice, there is no peace. This quote reflects his desire for justice and peace in society. Alexander Vasilievich Suvorov, 1730–1800, was a well-known Russian military commander who gained fame for strategic brilliance and his many victories during the Russo-Turkish and Napoleonic Wars. Born into an aristocratic family in Moscow, Suvorov joined the army at a young age and quickly rose through the ranks due to his military and leadership skills. Some of his notable achievements include the capture of Ismail Fort in 1790, a victory that earned him the title Count Ismail. He also led the Russian armies to several victories against the Ottomans and the French, earning him the nickname the Eagle of Russia. Suvorov's military tactics emphasized speed, flexibility, and surprise, earning him a reputation as one of the greatest military minds of his time. In addition to his military career, Suvorov was known for his strict discipline and deep concern for the welfare of his soldiers, which earned him their unwavering loyalty. Battle of Cannae, 1787. Suvorov led Russian forces against the Ottoman Empire, where he was wounded but managed to achieve victory. Battle of Khwarezm, 1789. He decisively defeated the Ottomans, demonstrating his tactical brilliance. Storming of Izmail, 1790. Suvorov orchestrated a daring assault on the fortified Izmail fortress, a significant victory during the Russo-Turkish War. Battle of Rymnik, 1789. He won another decisive battle against the Ottomans, proving his ability to outmaneuver larger enemy forces. Italian and Swiss campaigns, 1799. Suvorov's campaign in Italy and Switzerland during the War of the Second Coalition resulted in a series of victories, including the Battle of Trebia and the Battle of Novi. These battles not only cemented Suvorov's reputation as one of Russia's great military strategists, but also earned him enduring admiration for his bold and effective command style. 1 minute determines the outcome of the battle, 1 hour, the outcome of the campaign, and 1 day, the fate of the country. To surprise the enemy is to defeat him. The ball is a crazy thing, only the bayonet knows what it is. Kill yourself but save your country. The further down the back, the harder the fight. A good commander not only takes advantage of the enemy's mistakes, he turns them into traps. Erwin Johannes Eugen Rommel, born November 15, 1891 in Heidenheim an der Brenz, Germany, was a highly respected German field marshal known for his tactical brilliance during World War II. He gained fame as the Desert Fox for his leadership in North Africa, where he commanded the Afrika Korps and achieved a number of significant victories against Allied forces. Rommel's military career began during World War I, where he distinguished himself as a fearless and effective leader. Rommel's reputation was built on his innovative use of mobile warfare tactics, which won him admiration even among his opponents. Despite his military successes, he became increasingly disillusioned with Hitler's leadership and was indirectly involved in the July 1944 plot to assassinate Hitler. As a result, Rommel was given the choice to commit suicide to avoid trial and protect the safety of his family. He died on October 14, 1944 in Harlingen, Germany. Battles and victories. Erwin Rommel, known as the Desert Fox, achieved several notable victories during his military career, particularly in World War II. Fall of France, 1940. Rommel commanded the 7th Panzer Division during the Blitzkrieg in France, where his unit played a crucial role in the rapid advance through the Ardennes forest. North Africa Campaign. Battle of Tobruk, 1941. Rommel's Afrika Korps captured Tobruk from Allied forces, displaying its strategic brilliance in desert warfare. First Battle of El Alamein, 1942. Rommel's forces nearly broke through the Allied defenses, demonstrating his aggressive tactics and leadership. Second Battle of El Alamein, 1942. Despite initial successes, Rommel's Afrika Korps was decisively defeated by the British under Montgomery, and marked the turning point in North Africa. Defense of Normandy, 1944. As Field Marshal, Rommel oversaw the German defenses against an Allied invasion. His preparations, although ultimately unsuccessful, delayed the Allied advance and inflicted significant losses. Erwin Rommel, known for his military leadership and strategic insights, left behind some memorable quotes. "Sweat saves blood, blood saves life, and the brain saves both." This quote emphasizes the importance of preparation and intelligence in military operations. Don't fight a battle if you gain nothing by winning. This quote reflects Rommel's pragmatic approach to warfare, focusing on strategic objectives. In a man-to-man fight, the winner is the one who has one more round in his magazine. This quote emphasizes Rommel's belief in tactical advantage and preparedness. Be an example to your people, in your job and in your private life. Rommel emphasized leadership by example, on and off the battlefield. Victory is the beautiful and colorful flower. Transportation is the stem without which it could never bloom. This quote illustrates Rommel's view of the importance of logistics and support in achieving military success. Ariel Sharon, 1928 to 2014, was an Israeli military leader and politician who served as the 11th Prime Minister of Israel from 2001 to 2006. Sharon, known for his military career, played significant roles in various Israeli conflicts, including the War of Independence in 1948, Suez Crisis 1956, the Six-Day War in 1967 and the Yom Kippur War in 1973. He was especially known for his bold and decisive military strategies, earning him the nickname, the Bulldozer. In his later political career, Sharon served as Minister of Defense and Minister of Agriculture before becoming Prime Minister. During his tenure as Prime Minister, there were significant events such as the Israeli withdrawal from Gaza in 2005 and the construction of the Israeli West Bank barrier. Battles and victories. Ariel Sharon, a prominent Israeli military leader, participated in several significant battles and operations during his career. Battle of Latron, 1948. Sharon commanded an infantry company and played a decisive role in the attempts to relieve besieged Jerusalem in the War of Independence. Sinai Campaign, 1956. Sharon commanded Unit 101, carried out successful raids against Egyptian forces and established a reputation for bold and effective military tactics. The Six-Day War, 1967. As a brigade commander, Sharon led the occupation of the strategically vital Sinai Peninsula, demonstrating his military prowess and strategic insight. The Yom Kippur War, 1973. Sharon, until then a general, orchestrated a counterattack across the Suez Canal that turned the tide of the war in Israel's favor, earning him much praise. The First Lebanon War, 1982. As Minister of Defense, Sharon led the invasion of Lebanon, with the aim of expelling the PLO forces. The campaign, although controversial, achieved its initial military goals. Everyone should move, run and grab as many Palestinian peaks as possible to increase the Jewish settlements, because everything we take now will remain ours. The best peace is achieved when both sides are strong. A leader who does not hesitate before sending his people into battle is not fit to be a leader. Political life is like a big wheel, constantly turning. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But always, the wheel keeps moving. If we reach a state of real peace for generations, we will have to make painful concessions. Not in exchange for promises of peace, but in exchange for peace itself.
Hello everyone. I am very excited to share my new YouTube video with you, and I need your support to continue to bring quality and enriching content. If you enjoyed my content, please help me by like the video. It helps me reach more people and spread the message. Subscribe to the channel using the subscribe button below, so you don't miss any new update or video. Press the bell to receive notifications every time I upload new content. And if you would like to support me directly and help me create more content, you are welcome to join me on Patreon. Your support is significant for me and allows me to continue investing in creating quality and enjoyable content for you. Thank you so much for joining and watching. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. See you in the next video.